All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give the honors to my apostle, Elizabeth Millstone, who teach very well where I learned this truth from. And salutation out there to the hopeful elect who's continuing to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And today, man, just basically getting on Jake is still worshiping the same devil because it's a sense of crying out. But at the same time, Jake is crying out unto the wrong power. You know, instead of you leaning upon the power of Israel, you trust in Esau and his left-handed energy, man. And again, the inspiration of this video was this guy I seen him on I think Infowars, but Jake was crying out, man, about how the Democrats lied to him over the years. What do you think, man? He lied to you in the times of the civil rights. He lied to you in the times of the Amalgamation Proclamation, which actually that means the transferring of slaves. You know, he never been of the truth, man. But at the same time, Jake have been falling for it over and over again, but they just not realizing that he's the devil. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that real quick. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. And again, how he's being revealed through his actions, man, through the things that he do. You can identify a snake as a snake. You know, you can identify a lion as a lion. You can identify a sheep as a sheep, man. You know, but let's read this again. It says, and then read this again. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And ultimately, the spirit of his mouth is through the prophets, man. Through us revealing this devil, shining light, breaking it down. And it's just not getting unto you, man. You know, but at the same time, Jake ain't got the whole truth, man. He still got them sunglasses on. He's still blinded. Why? Because he's still trying to vote for Esau. You just realize that he the devil, and now you're gonna go and trust the other devil. It's the same guy, you know. This the book of Matthew 12, and I'm gonna start at verse 28. Matter of fact, Salakia. This is the book of Matthew 12, and I'm gonna start at verse let's start at verse 22, because hey, let's talk about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai mentioned about it being the same devil, man. You know, and how even Esau, he set himself up against himself just so he can make an NWO. With Joe Biden, he messed things up, for the lack of better words. He ran down the economy. He did the LG, XYZ, and then now Trump, it is looking like a quote unquote so-called savior, you know, but he's not the savior of Israel. You know, he's not even the savior of the Edomites. He's going to lead you guys into destruction, man. Lord willing, Rome, you know, you already know that he's Nero back in the reincarnation. But hey, Rome was on fire when Nero was in control at one point, man. You know, he blamed it on somebody. But hey, this is the time that we're coming in right now, man. You know, so let's go ahead and get this real quick. This is the book of Matthew 12. And let's start at verse 25. It says, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself, how shall then his kingdom stand? And the Saint divided against Saint is the Republicans divided against the Democrats. It makes sense, man. Because why? At the end of the day, this guy's trying to push forth his new agenda, you know, putting everything under one control. That's why Trump is talking about buying Canada, you know. But let's go ahead and play a little bit of this video, and we're going to go back into the scriptures, man, you know. and and they did, by the way of BLM and all that, man. And again, it's all propaganda. It's all Esau in control. He's playing the game at the same time, but Jake is still following the way of Esau. Basically, he made that cool, that new agenda, and it's still people in that mindset, no matter Trump in there or not. You know, it's still people that's going to thinking that freakism, you know, LYZ thoughts. But let's go ahead and get this. This is the book of Jeremiah 10 and verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Real quick, let's go into that word way, you know, because for the lack of better words, Esau, knowing that Israel is a sheep, he's actually leading them into the way of wickedness. Now, that word what Ray in the Hebrew Strong's 1870 is Darak. Yeah, it's like a Darak. It says way, road, distance, journey, but it also says manner. Now you jump down the phone, it says manner, habit, way, you know, a course of life. So again, the Lord telling you not to go into the course of life, the course or the way of life of Esau, man, because the life of Esau equals death, you know. That's why so many, you know, in order for Black Lives Matter to happen, somebody had to die, you know. A lot of people had to die, and ain't nothing changed, man. Again, it was our propaganda to be a part of his agenda, Esau agenda. No, really, we already know that the Lord is in control, but the Lord is letting Esau play with the board, man. You know? Let's go ahead and go back into this video. Yeah, because again, the devil is being revealed right now. All the things that was hidden, that was in the dark, it came to light. And how did it came to light? It first came to light by the weight of the prophets, man, showing you that you're at your downfall. You know, Salakia. This is the book of St. John 3, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 19. It says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And for years, this guy have kept everything in secret." You know, again, by the way, changing up nationalities, but even how he was dealing behind closed doors, man. The certain narratives that he pushed forth, you know, you understand why over there in the Middle East they call him the Great Saint, because everywhere he go, death follows, man, and he covered as a rescue team or as a refuge mission, man. He raped, robbed, and stole the whole planet Earth. He's the reason why everyone is suffering, man, from every level, even from the food you eat, you know, and the air that you breathe. This guy have to file everything on all levels, and now people have seen it now, man. You know, everybody is turning against this whore, man. Even his own people, he turned against himself. Let's go on verse 20. It says, "For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved." Yes, man. And that's why Esau, he got to a point where Yahweh Shema Shai, when that light shine, darkness is going to flee. Light and darkness cannot live together, man. You know? So everything that you had under the covers and under the bed, we see it now, man. You know? It says, continuing on, "But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High." Yes, his ways may be manifest, that he's of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And again, instead of you trusting in Esau, you know, you rot in Esau, man. And that's ultimately going to lead into your death. But we're trusting in Yahweh Hashem Shai. And that's why we shine this light upon things like this, because Jake don't got no understanding, but he made a bad point about that cultural division, and he used Jake to do that, man. He used Jake to push forth BLM, even certain rap music, the Grammys, the Super Bowl, you know, different things like that. It ain't no Edomite doing that. I'm not on the front stage being on the entertainment scene. No, it's Jake that have everybody under their attention, man. You know, through the media. You know, let's go ahead and get this in Isaiah 30 and 1, but I'm gonna get this in the ESV. It says, "All stubborn children, declares the Lord, who carry out a plan but not of mine, and who make an alliance but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And right there, man, these people have made alliance with Esau. It's not of the spirit of the Lord. Because again, this is the same devil. Real quick, Salakia. Continuing on, it says, "Who set out to go down into Egypt without asking for my direction?" And again, you going into the ways of Eden. And like this, Jake is like a sheep. He see one sheep start walking one way, then the rest of the sheep don't go, man. You know? And that's what Esau do. Esau set up a scapegoat to lead the sheep to the slaughter. You know, by the way of the Democratic and Republican Party, man. Because Jake think they're deep. Like a guy like Dave Chappelle, he's a Republican. Like, yeah, that's a black, you know. Jake think there's something, but at the end of the day, it's vain. You know. At the end of the day, man, you still consider NIGGA to these people, man. Let's go ahead and continue on. It says to take refuge in the protection of Pharaoh and to seek in the shelter in the shadow of Egypt. Yes, man. It says you seek in the shelter of the shadow of Egypt, man. And again, that shelter of Esau is not built upon that rock. That shelter of Esau is really built upon that sand. And you know it's going to come crashing down, you know. But you think that's your only hope, man. You know, let's go ahead and continue on. It says, therefore shall the protection of Pharaoh turn to your shame, and the shelter in the shadow of Egypt to your humiliation. Yes, because for years, Jake have been humiliated, man. When you watch the full video, Salat, when you watch the full video, Jake mentioned that we have been humiliated for decades. Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Jake thought something was going to change and we were going to be on the same level. No, man. Martin Luther King lied to you, you know? Instead of you want to be like this guy, you should want to be over him, man. And show him how to do things the right way, you know? Let's go ahead and continue on, though. It says, read it again. Therefore shall the protection of Pharaoh turn into your shame, and the shelter in the shadow of Egypt to your humiliation. Yes, because it can be two brand new houses or two shelters. You think there's going to be there's going to be stable, you know, but those two houses was built by the same builder, man. You know, and again, it was built upon sand. Now let's go ahead and get this real quick in, and I'm just showing you that the Roman Empire in today's time also goes back into the plebeians and the patricians, and also the Republicans and the Democrats. Now here it goes right here. This is the book of Revelations 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. He had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." Now those two horns like a lamb is actually talking about the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. And those horns, so like, and those horns represents power, you know. It says, "And he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him." And the part of that first power that was before him was the Roman Empire, which had with the Flavians and the Patricians, man. You know, it says, "And causes the earth that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." So again, you go into that word worship, because it ain't like everybody just bowing down and saying they praying to America. Some niggas do that, you know. That's how many demons they got on them. You know, you praying to America. But by the way, if you just going into the world, they're going to the Strong's G 4352. proskuneo. Let's go down right here. It says, I think it's right here. It says to prostrate, to crouch down, basically like to humble yourself, to go down. Let me see. Let's go right here. I think it's like this. The advantage of they probably changed it, But basically, bowing down to him. And by the way, you bowing down to him or humbling yourself, you can say by the laws and legislations, but even by the way, you stop at a stoplight. That's the way you bowing down to their laws, man. Proskuneo, to prostrate, to lower yourself in the prayer sense, But it was another one too, just saying to worship, to love the way of, something like that, But again, read it again. It says he exercised all the power of the first beast that were before him and causes all the earth. It's like it causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was his. So this is the Roman Empire all over again. And like how the Roman Empire had that known side of the world under their rule, America is doing the same thing, but now he have the whole planet Earth. It's the fulfillment of Job 9:24. That's why that's one of the precepts back in the time of Yahushua. That one fulfilled back in the time of Yahushua times, man. That prophecy is fulfilled now, Continuing on though, he says he does great wonders. So in part of those great wonders too is even this witchcraft, man, that this guy pushed forth in the games that he played, because it's a powerful work. How Jake is still under this same spell, like this man is going to save you, But again, a part of those wonders too is his scientists, his different inventions, and it even says in the book of Ezekiel, thou art wiser than Daniel. On the left hand side and the technological side, man. He knew about the right hand side, but he don't want to touch it because he ain't good for him, man. Continuing on, verse 14 though. It says, he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had a wound by a sword and did live. That's pretty much on it. But at the same time, going back into that lifestyle, that way of life, that Roman Empire, all over again, man. Nero's back in power, the Flavians and the Patricians, the Republicans and the Democrats, the council, the city council. It's everything all over again, and even says that in the book of Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. Let's go ahead and end off on that. Yeah, and the devil gonna always be the devil too, man. Ain't like he gonna change whether he a Republican, whether he a Democrat, or whether he an independent. He's still gonna be the same devil, man. Ecclesiastes 1, and let me get this in the NIV. Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9. It says, "What has been will be again, and what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun." Right there. It says, what has been will be again. And we can see that the Lord has made the Roman Empire re-erect itself, man. It's the similarities is out of this world, man. The Caesars is just the modern day presidents. Continuing on, it says, is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already long ago. It was here before our time. So the Lord have already planned these things out, man. And again, even how this system is laid out, even how the infrastructure is laid out, it's actually modeled behind what? The Roman Empire. That's why this is called Babylon the Great, And pretty much that's it. I give my praise. This video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rukakwadash. I want to give double honor to my apostle, Ellis Great Millstone, and Shalom.